Hey everybody, how you guys doing there today? I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe. We're back in here for another sneaker video, and the shoe I'm going to show you guys today, it's actually one of my favorite shoes of all time. I've actually owned, this is going to be my fourth pair of this shoe that I've owned over my lifetime. Actually, this is my fourth pair in probably like the last 15, 16 years. I really like the shoe. For those of you who don't know me personally, I've actually been lifting weights, working out for over 30 years, and 10 of those years I've actually competed in the sport of strongman. And if you don't know what strongman is, just go take a look at it. If you do a search, you'll find it right away. But in those 10 years of competing in strongman, the shoe that I'm going to show you is actually the shoe that I wore exclusively during my competition days. The shoe is an absolute tank of a shoe, and the shoe that I'm going to show you is the Nike Air Trainer SC High in the original Bo Jackson / Auburn colorway. Now, like I mentioned, I competed in the sport of strongman for 10 years, and this is the only shoe that I used to compete in. And again, absolute tank of a shoe. Imagine putting over 1,300 pounds on the sole of the shoe, and this shoe never wavered one time. An absolute tank. Love this shoe. Extremely comfortable. I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but it's extremely comfortable, especially if you have a wide foot. You'll notice that the outsole, the sole of the shoe is very wide. I actually was able to get into a 13 in this shoe. It's the only Nike out there that I can wear a 13 in. Everything else has to be a 14. But a little history on the shoe. The shoe was released back in 1990 and was designed by the legendary Tinker Hatfield. Tinker actually created the first ever cross-training shoe with the Nike Air Trainer 1, and I did do a video on that recently if you want to go check that one out. This one though, however, was exclusively endorsed by Bo Jackson, who might be the greatest athlete of all time. And if you grew up around the 90s or the late 80s, early 90s, the Bo Knows Nike campaign, I mean, it was legendary. You could not turn on a TV, look at a newspaper or magazine without seeing an ad for that Bo Knows marketing campaign, especially this shoe. This shoe was everywhere in the early 90s. And you know, when you had an athlete like Bo Jackson, who was a two-sport professional athlete who played baseball for the Kansas City Royals and football for the Raiders, I mean, this was a absolute knock out of the park, excuse the pun, of a shoe for Nike, and basically became one of the most classic shoes of all time. So what I want to do now is I want to give you guys a closer look at the shoe, see what you guys think, show you guys the colors, the craftsmanship, the quality, and who knows, if you like it, maybe pick up a pair for yourself. So let's go check this one out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. And the box for the SC High here is a standard Nike box, nothing special. You have the Nike logo here on the front of the box, on this side of the box, of course on this side of the box, basically every side of the box you have this Nike swoosh logo. And on here you have the Nike swoosh logo, and then you have the size tag if you're interested. The official colorway reads white, light zen gray, and tart. And like I mentioned, this is a size 13. I normally wear a 14, but for some stupid reason, this is the only shoe that I can wear a 13 in a Nike. All right, so let's go and take a closer look at this shoe here. Now, like I said, this shoe is absolutely incredible. It's a classic. The shoe is predominantly made up of a white leather. Now, what's interesting is that there are actually two kinds of leather that are used on this shoe. On the toe box here, you'll notice that the leather has a tumbled look to it, and it is perforated for breathability. So you have that tumble leather on there, and that same tumble leather, and it's probably stamped tumble leather, is used on this panel here and on the midfoot panel as well. Then you have a smoother white leather along the toe cap here, up the lace area. The leather is the smooth white leather here, but again, just perforated around the ankle area. And then again, on the back here of the shoe, you have that smooth white leather. You also have this, I guess this is this light zen gray nubuck material that goes along the mud guard and down the entire lateral side of the shoe. It also wraps around the back of the shoe and on the medial side of the shoe as well. You have the standard Nike swoosh logo in a smooth, lighter gray leather. You have the mesh here showing the straps. The eye stays are this really nice and bright orange color here and here. And then you get into that, I'm gonna call this a Concord colorway. The Auburn Tigers, I believe, are navy blue and orange, but this blue that they used is more of a Concord. It has like a purple hint to it, which I think is cool. I like it. You know me, I love Halloween, and purple and orange sneakers, sign me up. You also have that same really bright orange paint used along the midsole here. I mean, this thing really pops, along with some white. And you have here the visible air unit. We'll take a look at the tongue of the shoe here. And it is made of this mesh material. It's a very breathable material. And at the top here, you have the Nike stitched in on the top of the tongue in that orange color. Now, the sock liner of the shoe, as you can see, is white. The insole is again that orange color with a black Nike Air logo on the heel. And behind the tongue, you will see that they have that, again, Concord blue colorway with a Nike Air patch stitched on. We'll stay on the back of the shoe here. And again, you have some of that perforated leather, smooth leather along the ankle area. The Nike looks like it's stamped into the heel. And then again, that smooth white leather. We'll take a look at the medial side of the shoe here. Give you guys some B-roll here. Again, you'll have that, this will be able to get a better look. You have that tumbled leather, perforated tumbled leather on the midfoot panel there. And this orange is so bright. Really, it's a great orange. And the last thing we'll take a look at is the outsole, which is predominantly white. It does have some hints of that neon orange. You get the Nike spelled out in that Concord colorway. Again, the orange, and then at the top of the toe here, you have that Concord again. And that is a closer look at the 2022 Nike Air Trainer SC High in the original Bo Jackson / Auburn colorway. Amazing looking shoe. All right, guys, so that was a closer look at the Nike Air Trainer 1 SC High in the original Bo Jackson / Auburn colorway. Now, if you saw this video and you like the shoe and you wanted to pick this one up for yourself, this did just release I guess about a week ago on only 2 foot sites. It was Finish Line and JD Sports. I have not seen this go on any other foot site yet. So it hasn't been released on Nike.com. It hasn't been released on any of the other sites like a Foot Locker or a Champs. So if you can hold out and wait, I think this shoe is going to be showing up on one of those sites probably in the near future. Another thing too is that this year they released some other colorways in the shoe that were inspired by the teams that Bo Jackson played for. So there is a Raiders colorway coming, which is predominantly all black and silver, and there are 2 Kansas City Royal colorways coming. They did release the one already, and it is awesome. So if you are a fan of the Kansas City Royals, Bo Jackson, or like the Carolina blue and the black, go check out that Royals one. It is an awesome colorway. Now, back to this shoe. If you want to pick this one up now, the only place you're going to be able to get this shoe is probably on one of the resale sites like eBay, StockX, or GOAT. This shoe right now isn't going too badly over the retail price. Retail on the shoe was $130. Right now, you can get this shoe for maybe about 150, 160, even in the big sizes like my size of 14. Now, I did get this one lucky. I was lucky enough to get this one for retail, so I did pay 130 for this. And like I said, I can wear a 13 in this. I don't know why, but I can wear a 13 in this and it fits perfectly. So if you're looking to pick this one up, definitely check out some of those sites, or just kind of hang out and wait and keep watching like the Nike.com site, the sneakers app, and see if these will be releasing on there. I'm sure at some point down the road, we're gonna get these on that app sometime, just don't know. But anyway, in the comments section, let me know what you guys think of the Bo Jackson here. Like I said, this is, to me, it is one of the most iconic classic shoes of all time, especially if you grew up in the 90s. Like this shoe, like I said, was everywhere. Bo Jackson was everywhere. He was tearing up the football field and the baseball diamond. Unfortunately, he had that devastating hip injury that basically ended both of his careers in the professional sports. And it's just really sad because if he wouldn't have got injured, I'm sure there's a good chance he would have ended up in both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was that of a legendary athlete. But anyway, I want to end the video here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.